Should I kill that light behind us, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Hey.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go kill a light behind us.
Okay. All right. Hi. We are live, coming to you from an Escapees RV park, and there are a bunch of quilts behind us. Oh yeah, I think that's better.
Is it better?
Yeah. So we're excited to be on here, and we are hoping that our signal strength is strong enough. You want to adjust that light?
Yeah.
So we had to get on, we came into this clubhouse so that we could get a stronger signal. And those of you that have been out RVing, you understand how hard it is to get a signal and get anything strong enough to actually stream. So I think we're doing okay. Maybe put a comment in the chat if we're having any, issues or anything, or let me know how it looks and how things are going. Ooh, no, no, just adjusting, So we want to come on here, and for those of you who don't know us, for those of you who don't know us, I am Jacqueline, and Dave should be sitting right here, and he's going to be. And we are the Border Hookups. Oh, look, representing the Border Hookups. So
Not representing.
no, you're not, but that's okay. So my name's Jacqueline, and I am one half of the Border Hookups. I am from northern Manitoba. Right. And and Dave?
I am from, I'm not going to say, because it's a trivia question.
Yeah, we have a little trivia that's going to be going on pretty soon here. So we don't want to give too much away, but
2 of the 5.
Right. Oh, good. Gain Robert said that everything looks good.
Your sister's on here.
No way.
Sure, I could use a haircut if you don't mind.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
So anyway, and we are the Border Hookups. We are musicians. I'm a health coach, and we are full-time RVers. So thank you for being on here. And like I said, if you have not been on our channel and don't know anything about us, thanks for being here.
And you'll know more by the time you're done.
Right.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah. Well, we just wanted to come on. We love connecting with everybody. So we love it when you leave us comments and we can interact with you live. We thought we'd talk a little bit about our second year.
Can I ask you a question before you start?
Yes.
Are you staring at the green light? Or
No.
Are you staring at yourself?
I'm looking at you and me and the quilts.
So that works. I'm going to look at the quilts.
There.
Massive quilter.
So yeah, this is our second year of being full-time, and I'm not going to speak for Dave, but I am loving this year way more than last year.
Yeah, it's a lot better than last year. What was it? What did you want me to talk about?
Oh, one of the reasons why I feel, and I discussed it with Dave, that it is a better year is because we just know more.
Yeah.
So a lot of things have changed with that. We're feeling more comfortable with things, especially for Dave, because he does most of the planning as to where we're going.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. We were boondocking this past week up in Arizona, and there was a guy that came out. He just came out on the road. I mean, literally 4 days before we met him.
Joe.
Mm-hmm. And he said, it's such a weird feeling to not be going home. Like you don't go for the weekend and then you turn around and you go back home and park your rig and you go into your house. And when he said that, it brought back a lot of memories, because that's how I felt. You were sort of cutting the tether from a home, like a sticks and bricks, to living in your RV, and you don't turn around and go back home. And so when he said that, that makes a lot of sense, and it sounds very familiar.
So it made you remember last year?
Yeah, I remember when we got on the road last year. Now it's very different. Now it just feels natural. You go to a different place and you have everything that you need with you. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you have to find things when you get there: grocery stores, car washes, things like that. But yeah, it's a very different feeling this year.
Okay, so how do you plan this year as opposed to last year?
We have more. We kind of know where things are now, especially in the states that we go to. Like, we know where boondocking spots are. We know where some good campground, reset campgrounds, we call them. So if we're out boondocking, then we find a campground for, like we are today, to reset, empty tanks, fill water,
Do laundry.
do laundry,
Have
things like that.
full hookups, which
Mhm.
means you can actually stand in the shower until the hot water tank runs out, which is
Right.
amazing.
Which makes sense as to why we never have hot water.
Right. But when we're boondocking, you can't do that. You have to take the military showers. And you know what? For me, boondocking is worth it. Even though I love my long hot showers, I will take a military shower, whatever, as long as I can be out boondocking because I
Yeah.
love it.
Yep. So our campgrounds have the campgrounds per se have kind of become home, because then we know we can run back there and reset and then go back out.
So the other thing that I've noticed with the way that we plan, as opposed to last year, is last year we had so many places that were reserved. We had reservations everywhere. We had reservations for campgrounds, and there
And we have
wasn't.
reservations
And there,
about certain things.
and there,
See what I did there?
like what?
I don't know.
If you're gonna interrupt, you gotta
I
tell
got
the story.
nothing. Robert, step in. Let me know.
So this year, it's very different because we are so much more flexible. We're comfortable with deciding kind of last minute.
Mhm.
Like up until yesterday, we didn't know where we were going to be after Monday.
Right. Right.
And I think last year we weren't comfortable with that at all. We needed to know. And this
Yeah.
year we just realized that there are places we can go last minute.
Right. And we know more.
Mhm.
So we'll reach out, and we have a map that shows where all of our friends are on the road.
Well, not all of them.
Not all of them. There's that one guy. No, but we can look and say, oh, they're down in this area. And we reach out and say, how's the boondocking down there?
Yeah.
And then they say it's great or it's not so great, depending on how well we get along with them. But
Right.
for the most part, they say, come on down and hang out.
We have some comments going on there. Can you see? I see Kim is saying hi from Arizona.
Good
Sorry,
evening,
now I'm like
Walter.
getting really close in here, but yeah, nice to see everybody. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hi from the Iron Range. Ah, love it. Love it.
Vicky, way up north.
Oh boy.
And
That's so
hope
cool.
you're staying warm as well, because
Yeah, it's
cold
it's
up
hot
there.
here. We're
It's hot.
in Congress, just outside of Congress, Arizona.
Yep.
And it was like 85 today. So
Yeah.
really,
Yep.
really nice.
Mhm.
So one of the other things that's different this year is we figured out, I talk about boondocking a lot.
Mhm.
We figured out that we love boondocking, and that's kind of the way that we want to camp.
We like it because it's just so much space.
Mhm.
The other day we were out boondocking, and we hung out and opened the truck doors
Oh,
and just
yeah.
cranked music
We
and ran
did.
around the truck and had a great time because there was nobody around. I think there were a few horses that gave us funny looks, but other than that, that's why we love it. There's so much space.
Yeah, that's so true.
But we do
That was
prefer to
fun.
boondock with other people.
Mhm.
Derek and Allison were boondocking with us, and Joe, the new guy on the road, and then Gay and Robert, who have a
Hi,
channel,
guys.
Gay N Robert. And we spent a lot of time with those guys and had a blast. In fact, the new video that I finished editing today, and that'll go out next week, is all about hiking in Sedona and airplanes.
Yes. So it just makes you feel a little bit safer, I think, when you're out there with other people. Not that there's anything that we need to, worry about.
Right.
But it just does. It feels a lot safer when
Yep.
other people are there too.
Yep.
Yeah. And then,
Go ahead. No, you go. No, you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
This is like the nicest he's been to me in months.
Can I get you anything here? Here's your water.
Thank you, darling.
Where's your border hookup sticker?
Oh, I don't have one.
No, I'll give you one.
All right, well, keep talking. So, we got solar. So some of you might have seen our solar episode
Mhm.
video on solar. And
It's
so
a game changer for us.
Yes. Oh my
Boondocking, it opened up a lot of options for us to take off. And when we roll into a place, it's just, we put the slide out and we're ready to go.
Mhm.
As opposed to having to run a generator or find a place to plug in. Yeah. Who else do we got?
Yeah, read some of those comments. I'm just going to move on.
Miss you too, Gay. Trevor. Hey, we're going to see Trevor tomorrow.
Oh, is it Trevor?
We're going to go see Roger
Is
Klein
it that
tomorrow.
Trevor?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to go see
cool.
Roger Klein tomorrow.
Yes.
And very excited about that up in Cave Creek.
Mhm.
And we're going to see Kelly and
Yes, Lindy and
yeah,
Steve. I'm
and
excited
Trevor.
to meet these guys. So they are part of my health coaching team, which I've
Yep.
never met them. So
Mhm.
very excited about that. That's going to be a
Yes.
lot of fun. The other thing, so another way that this year is different from last year is the music has come back.
Yes.
And the music in here has come back. So I think last year was a tough year for you.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of other musicians. I think I said this in another live, so I'm not going to get into it, but the whole thing with the pandemic and just kind of feeling it's not very inspiring. And so I started reading more music books, Dave Grohl's book from Foo Fighters and other books, and just kind of giving me that inspiration to write again. So I started pumping out the music again, which is great because when you do that right after you record an album, you're like, oh, that one should have been on there. That one should have been on there. But the next album that we record.
If you guys don't know, we do have music on all of the streaming platforms. So Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Music, and I don't even know what they all are, but we're on all of them. So if you want to check it out, and I think maybe we should play
a song.
Yeah, want to do Folk Star? I think we've done it before, but that seems to be a real popular one.
I have to play lightly because we played at this thing yesterday with a kind of a circle of musicians, and somebody said, "Man, your guitar's loud." And I said, "Yeah, it really is, isn't it?" Because it has new strings.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to stop you for 1 minute because I want to answer Vicky's question before it gets too far up. She's asking how many days does it take? Does our tank of water last? So this is an interesting question because previously it was about 4 days. We could only go 4 days with our water. And do you remember how much water we have? Is it
like 58 gallons?
So it was 4 days. And so we would bring extra, I call them carboys, of water and fill that way. But we noticed that water was leaking out of our siphon. It was
overflow drain, overflow tube.
And we kept noticing that when we traveled, it was leaking out. So I did some research and found out that we could try a shark bite valve, which
So I went to the hardware store and picked up one of those, and then I figured out how to connect that to the hose, and I crawled up underneath and put it on.
All right.
And as an afterthought, I realized maybe it's not tight enough, so I came back in there with a hammer.
Give credit where credit's due. Give credit where credit's due.
I asked a friend to go do all of that. I did nothing.
So now we put this on, and we're not telling you to do this because you have to be careful. So you have the shark bite valve on the overflow of your water tank. When we travel, we shut it.
Only when we travel.
Only when we travel, we shut it. And then when we get to our spot, our boondocking spot, then we open it. And our water lasted a full 2 days longer, or 2.5 days from doing that.
And even more importantly, when you're filling it, has to be open because the air has to have somewhere to go, and there's going to be a little bit of a siphon off, and you got to let that happen and then shut it. It's very important. How do you like how I say important?
I don't.
Very articulate. All right.
All right. Hopefully the sound's okay. It's just our computer.
This is one off the CD. That's so bright I can barely see what's around the corner right in front of me. Midnight travel never felt so good. Windows down, staring at the hood. Suitcase packed and traveling fairly light. Guitar's ransom for just one night. And just sloshing round in a can. Keeping company with the satellite man. Close enough.
You wrote it.
Town to town, up and down your sexy life of a folk star singer. Gaining ground, yeah. Pray, the lights are flowing with the glow. giving me comfort on the open road. Town to town, up and down your sexy life of a folk star singer, gaining ground. Yeah. Here we go. On and on and on I go. If you never slow down, you may never know. Though I'm deadly tired, I have to say that a deadbeat night beats a cubicle day. Town to town, up and down your sexy life of a folk star singer. Town to town, up and down your sexy life of a folk star singer, gaining ground.
Yay. That's my favorite song to play. Love that. Hey, Craig's on here. Nice to see you, Craig.
Awesome.
Something about our logo. A tire cover with our logo. Oh, yes.
We don't have a spare tire for you or for
Oh, yeah.
us. We don't have a spare tire in our camper.
I
do
think,
we?
yeah, I don't know. We don't.
Somebody said that we should start making border hookups beanies because I wear my
Toques.
beanie all the time, or toque.
If you're Canadian.
Yeah, never know.
We are going to be giving away some merch. What do we have? What are you reading?
Yeah, I have a hard time reading those. We're
Yeah,
gonna
well,
give
it's
away
dark,
we're gonna give
too.
away some merch.
Mhm.
And thanks for the compliment, Class A Endless Adventure.
Oh,
I like
nice.
that. Thank you.
I'll read, you show what we have.
Okay.
If I can get close. Oh my gosh. Montana. Oh yeah. Fairly new to our channel. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate that.
These fly through so fast.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
want me to
Let's
do
keep
it?
going. No, you go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's show our merch.
Oh, one at a time.
What?
Yeah. So sticker. Sticker.
Oh boy.
Border Hookups Go RV. Ooh. And then a can koozie. Squishy. And then our CD. Trying to get it
Yes.
so it doesn't blare.
I like so the can koozies on the back. See you out here. So I think it's cool that they have the logo and on the bottom. And
wanted
the little saying on the back.
If
It's cool.
the next run we're gonna do is it'll say, "Thank you, I'll have another" on the bottom as you drink it. Thank you, I'll have another.
Funny thing, we use these for so many different things. So we take our GoPros and we use these as covers on our GoPros because we don't want the lenses to get scratched, or like we've done video where it's gummy or something, like we have, something has gotten on it, it's smudged. And so now we use our Border Hookups can koozies for our cameras.
It's probably Jacqueline, because if you don't know this, whenever we play live shows, every time I pull a mic stand out, there's a piece of gum stuck to it because in the middle of the show, she'll put her gum on the mic stand and then and then forget to take it off.
I like to sing with gum in my mouth. I don't know why.
I sing with gum in my hand.
But occasionally on certain songs, then it gets in my head that, well, when I'm singing really loud, what if I choke on my gum in the middle of a show? That would be really embarrassing.
A lot less embarrassing than putting the gum on your mic stand and having your husband find it. All right, let's keep moving.
Well,
we're doing trivia?
We are doing trivia. So we are going to give away, what did we say?
Swag pack. Yeah.
5
swag packs.
A swag pack. Wow. And this is our first time doing this, so bear with us, but we figured we would do some trivia and then we would just have you answer in the comments. Do they have to get all 5 right, or just
one at a
person?
time?
Okay. So
first person to answer. So have your fingers ready.
yes.
And we only take correct spelling and punctuation. My mom was my English teacher.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I get
Mom.
it. I get it. But anyway, so we figured we'd ask some questions, and then the first person to get the question right, we're just going to have you pop your email address in the comment too, and then we'll shoot you an email
Right.
and get your address.
So then we have
and
to
everything.
take a picture of that because these comments will all go away.
Well, whoever the person is that gets it right is going to put their,
Right. So
Yeah.
we have to see it right there.
Yeah.
And take a picture of it or write it down.
it's not going to be that crazy.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
We just have to make sure we get it before they go away because otherwise we lose all this.
I think we'll be just
Hey,
fine.
welcome to Full-Time RVing with your spouse.
I think we are going to be
All
just fine.
Sounds good.
Oh, Jeff says, see you out here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if we don't reach out to you by the end of tomorrow, send us an email because that means we lost your email.
Okay. So hi from Walker, Minnesota.
Ooh.
Of course, you know where that is.
I do.
Being from Minnesota.
Yeah.
What? Oh, right. Well, still.
All
maybe
right.
the place.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll start at the back. All right. So our first question is, what is Dave's biggest fear? So hopefully you've been watching a little bit and you know that Dave has a fear and he's actually done some things to overcome that fear.
And it's not kittens. It's not furry kittens. Right.
Oh, wait, Mike and Christy's journey. I should have watched all day.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Okay.
Kristen's playlist.
All right. So, Kristen. Okay. So, Kristen, can you throw your email?
Phone number, social security number, bank accounts.
Yeah. I'm going to write this down.
Just for the prizes to be given away. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so Kristen's journey. Yeah. If you could just put your email in there.
No send
Would be
spam.
awesome. Oh, but look at,
Ooh.
see that?
Yeah, I think we have to send out a second swag pack.
I think we do because
That's
snakes is
true.
a big one too.
That's
How many
true.
fears do you have?
Kittens, snakes, Shetland ponies.
Oh, well,
and
you know
Robert.
what? I think it was both the same person that put that in there, right?
Is it the same person?
Yeah. She said snakes.
Well, it says Kristen's playlist.
Oh,
and-
okay. It is different.
No, I'm good with spiders, Vicky.
Yep. So Mike and Christy's journey also, we need your
Yeah.
email. So I'm going to write
Yeah.
these down. Mike and
So
Christy's
yes, I am
journey.
deathly afraid of snakes. We saw a snake at our last boondocking spot
I
that
saw a
was
snake.
Jacqueline did that was incredibly large, and she said, "Stay on the road if you come out of the camper." And I knew exactly what she meant because it was either a
Mhm.
snake or a recent cliff built outside of the camper. So it was one of the two.
Yeah, I was going for a walk and Dave was supposed to meet me
Yeah,
and
they're
I,
different people.
okay, great. And I almost stepped on a big snake. And so I was asking the locals, I took a video of it and I was asking the locals what kind of snake it was. And somebody said it maybe a gopher snake or something.
Kitten snake. I think it was a kitten snake.
But it wasn't like your little, garter snake that you
No.
see in,
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
winners of that round
Yeah.
are Kristen's Journey
Mhm.
and Mike. No, Kristen's playlist.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
playlist. And then Mike, because Mike asked if you
Mike and Christy's journey.
What kind of operation are we running here? This
It's-
is horrible.
It's our first time.
We're never going to get our pilot accepted.
It's our first time.
Okay.
So,
All right, next question.
all right. So say it again. It was Kristen's playlist.
Yeah.
And Mike and Christy's journey.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
What town am I from? Dave. What town is Dave from?
That's a tough one. You know that? I think that's a tough one. So you want to do town or state?
Oh, and they threw in the state.
Nice.
Can they win twice?
Yeah.
They can win
Well,
twice.
because maybe she has, maybe it's two
Maybe
people.
she has friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
How about, yes, but
There we go.
I mean, we're stalkers. I like it. Oh, Jeff
Okay,
too.
so we'll send one to Jeff as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So we
let's
have to
do that.
buy a big box for Kristen stuff. Just a huge, massive.
Right. We'll
We
give
still
her
have that
2.
refrigerator box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
that
give her
that
2.
We've been playing in.
And then we'll give Jeff Link also a swag.
Yeah.
So, you know what we could do is have them email us.
So I'm thinking just have
Yeah.
them email us because then we don't lose their information. So
Okay.
just email us at
theborderhookups@gmail.com. Yes, that should work. Okay.
yeah, then we'll be good.
Okay. Question. I think for me, it should be just the province.
Okay. What province is Jacqueline from? And if you don't know, provinces are in Canada.
Yes. Yes, I am Canadian. So might be a tough one. I don't know. Okay, Mike and Christy's journey said they'll email us. So
Okay. Oh,
not Ontario.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Not BC. I wish.
Just going through all of them. Just
Right.
rattling them all off.
I'm going to be taking this guy out to BC though in the late summer, fall. We're going to be heading out there because I do have a lot of family. Oh, there we go.
We have a winner.
Yes. Okay. So
Benoit Fontaine.
Ooh,
I want that
en
name.
français.
I want that name.
I love it. Okay. Benoit. What did you say his last name is? Fontaine. All right.
You don't happen to be a drummer, do you? Because wouldn't it be great to have a full kit drummer named Benoit Fontaine?
Yes. I'm just impressed that you knew how to pronounce Benoit.
I failed French. Of course I know how to pronounce it.
So Benoit, if you could email us at theborderhookups@gmail.com. That would be perfect. And we'll get that out to you.
Yes.
So we have a couple more, right? Let's see. My fear.
Jacqueline's fear.
What is my fear?
Kitten snakes. We got to get one now. See, now I want one. Can you imagine being afraid of a kitten snake?
But do you know what that would mean? That would mean a snake that eats kittens.
And sheds.
Eats kittens.
It
How would
sheds.
you like that? You'd cry.
Oh, I like kittens. No.
Not Heights.
No, Corey's on. Corey knows where I'm from because he lives 3 doors down from me.
Oh, what did he say? Oh, someone said bears. No.
We miss hanging out with you, Corey.
Yes. Hope you and your family are doing
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah. She wants to be Kristen. She is a stalker. She's just all over this.
Trevor said he's staying out of it because he knows too much. That's true. What does this say? Oh, the cold. That's not a fear, but I hate the cold. You're right. I just hate it. I get so cold all the time.
Miss you, Corey.
All right. So nobody got it yet.
No, we have all day. The battery's the battery's full on the computer.
We might have to throw out hints soon for my fear.
Oh, that's true.
Corey. Oh, you're banned.
I oughta.
He said fear of someone calling me Jackie. And that's true. I do not. It's not a fear. I hate that though.
No.
That was my little kid name.
That should be okay.
Kid.
So Becky Link and is it Jeff Link?
Yeah.
They're teaming up here. They both grab their own computers. Look at this. This is like college trivia night. Staying up all night drinking Mountain Dew.
So if you just joined us, we're giving out some merch swag packets, and the question to win is, what is Jacqueline scared of? What is my biggest in our videos? Maybe not enough.
Oh, Kristen can't get it. She knows it though. She knows it.
Oh, she does.
All right, let's do another question.
Okay. What is our
Go Huskies, by the way, for Minnesota Brian. Go
Nice.
Huskies, my alma mater.
What
All 17 years.
What sort of rig do we travel in?
Meaning, be more specific. Like the
Oh.
name, the model, or
Um,
the ABC, Class A, Class B, Class C, pull.
What's this?
Fifth. This is my thinking. This is my. We got to get this straight. Look.
It looks very. Oh,
Oh,
yep.
Becky.
Yes, Becky
Yes.
is right.
So you win our fifth wheel. I'm
Yes.
kidding.
All right.
You get swag.
Yes, it is a fifth wheel. So
Yeah.
we travel in a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
Originally, we had a bumper pull that was a lot smaller,
Mhm.
and there was a lot more sway to it when we were traveling. So we did upgrade to a fifth wheel, a very small one. It is under 30 feet.
Right. It's a reflection
Mhm.
fifth wheel is what it is. A reflection 150 260 RD.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we're going to continue on, and if anybody gets what my fear is,
Oh, we didn't do that one yet.
That's
They don't
okay.
know yet.
no, that's okay, because we're still giving out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, the fear
Swag.
was not pulling the trailer in the snow. From that episode when we came out of Deming, New Mexico, I was more afraid of everybody else on the roads. I said to Jacqueline when we were putting gas in the truck, I said, as long as everybody stays away from me, sounds very pretentious, but I've driven a lot of school bus in the snow and slow and go. So
Right.
that is not a fear. And she's not afraid of bears. She does not
Yeah.
like spiders in the RV. She doesn't care about them.
I don't mind
outside.
spiders.
I do because I had spider bites last summer and now it's not fun. So,
Sure.
but I still don't fear them.
I don't mind
Snakes?
spiders or
No,
snakes
no,
or, any bugs,
Yeah.
really. Most bugs are okay. So, again, if you won, so I have Kristen's playlist. I have Mike and Christy's journey. I have Jeff Link. I have Benoit Fontaine, and I have Becky Link. So if you won, please email us at theborderhookups@gmail.com. Trevor,
Look,
you have a little picture of it?
it's a cow.
All right.
All right, Trevor.
Trevor wins.
Yeah.
Woo! It's cows.
It's cows.
And it's a real thing for those of you that are wondering what the heck. It is called bovinophobia, and I don't know what happened in my life that I am very afraid of cows, but I am.
Did milk come out of your nose at one point? It was embarrassing. That's why the fear of cows.
Yeah, no.
I'm just popcorning ideas here. I'm just trying to come up with ideas. I'm a team player.
Okay.
Yeah, Trevor, we're gonna give you your swag tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Well, thanks you guys for playing.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I think we are going to. Do you want to play another song?
It's up to you. We could just keep talking. It's getting late. It's getting late.
Yeah.
It's 5:33. So let's keep.
Let's play our second song.
Okay.
Foo Fighters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played that for a little while, so we're gonna play another song for you guys.
I'm in a name motor. I totally messed up.
That's okay.
And I'm a one-way rider. I'm a follow me back home. Something like that. It's been a while.
It has.
And I'm a one-way motorway. I'm a little of you. Follow you back home. So boy.
Just hum along.
There's times like these you learn to live again. There's times like these you give and give and give. And it's times like these you learn to love again. There's times like these and time again. I'm a new day rising. I'm a brand new sky that has stars upon tonight. And I'm a little divided. Should I stay or run away? Leave it all behind. In times like these, you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give and give. And it's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these and time again. Oh, oh, oh. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these and time again.
All right.
I can't believe you messed up those first verses.
I know. I'm like,
Normally
are you
you're
going to
perfect.
get this or not? Although I do have to say that Dave has to play guitar along too. So he has to know all the chords and everything.
I'm
and
very
so-
nervous. I'm very nervous right now.
We have a couple of questions, it looks like.
Okay.
So Sammy asked, will you ever head to the east? What does that say? Okay, in
We get
Virginia.
that,
Oh,
we
the
get
East
that
Coast.
question a lot.
Mm,
Somebody reached out, wanted us to come to, or asked if we were going to come to the East. And
We'd like to.
we'd like to eventually. Right now we're booking a tour for the spring. We're going to be playing with Roger Klein in the Peacemakers down in Sonoy, Arizona. If you guys don't know who Roger Klein is,
Yes.
he's one of our favorite bands, and we're going to be doing 2 shows down at his
Camp
family
out.
ranch.
Mhm.
And what we'll do is we'll let you know when those tickets go on sale. Those are great events for a full-time RVers or RVers period, because you camp right in the cow
Yes.
pasture.
You get to go
Ooh,
for a
cow
full
pasture.
2 days
Yeah.
and camp out there and listen to music
3
the
days.
whole weekend.
Yeah, 3 days, Friday,
True.
Saturday, Sunday.
That's true.
And
yeah.
we'll put info as it gets closer in January for that. And then we're going to be booking shows up through Colorado and all that for spring.
So long story short, we would like to come out east, but we have not made any plans to
Yep.
do so yet.
Come see
So-
us. Come see us.
Yes. And
Plenty of
then
room for everybody.
Jeff asked how we met.
We met at a show. I was playing a show,
Mhm.
and Jacqueline came and saw the show, and we became friends on Facebook for about 7 years.
Yeah, and I would show up to his shows every now and again with friends, family, whatnot, because I thought he was really good.
Thank you. Except for that last song. Had she been there for that one, I'd be sitting here
probably
all by my
I'd be like,
lonesome.
no way.
Yeah.
So then eventually I tried to set Dave up with a friend of mine, and you can see how that worked out.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
So anyway, yes. Any more questions that you can see on there?
So basically our tour bus is a Grand Design, correct?
Yes, the
Yes.
tour bus. I love
Yep.
that. Oh, and she's named Indy because
Yep.
we picked her up in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
Right now, sorry for the late join, we are in Arizona,
Yeah, we're near Congress,
Congress, Arizona.
or Wickenburg, I suppose.
Wickenburg, Congress,
Yeah.
kind of in the same area.
Yes.
You want to know exactly where we are? We're in the clubhouse
Oh, yes,
of
we
the
are.
RV park. That's where we are.
Yeah, we're on the Wi-Fi here because it's
Yeah.
such a challenge to be able to do these lives. We would do more
Yeah.
of them, but we need to have a stronger signal.
Right.
So that is why. Do you want to read this one here?
Okay. How
Possibly?
do you two deal with being away from your families for so long,
Mhm.
especially your kids?
Good
We are
question.
afraid we would miss our grandkids. Oh, that's a very legitimate question.
I think I'll answer that one since I'm the one that has kids. So my kids are in their 20s, and I miss them, but I feel like I'm in contact with them almost more because, we get on FaceTime and we talk quite a bit. And my son is actually health coaching with me. He's a nutrition major. So he's working with me right now, which is amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I do help people to lose weight. I have a program. And so he's helping me with that. And it's been awesome. Things have been just growing and growing, and we've helped hundreds and hundreds of people. So anyhow, and then my daughter is helping us with some of our social media. So I feel like we're connected to them. I do usually fly back to Minneapolis where they live once a year. And then in the summers, we go back there for, a couple of months. So I get to see them then. And the thing is, they're only a plane flight away. So you can always jump on the plane and go see them. For grandparents, you said you're worried about missing your grandkids. My kids, we lived in Minnesota. My parents lived up north, and my kids are really close to my parents, even though we weren't close in proximity. They went up there and they saw my parents and they talked to them a lot. So they have a really close relationship. So I don't think you necessarily have to have that, proximity
Right.
to be close, but I understand why you feel that way. I do.
Yeah.
And we don't have grandkids.
Yeah. We don't. No.
No.
As of 5:41 p.m. Arizona time. Mike and Christie's, they're going to Moab.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have not been there yet.
We plan on it.
So wanted to talk a little bit about upcoming events and things. So Dave already mentioned that we have the Roger Klein country camp out, but that isn't until April.
Right.
So before that time, we have some privates coming up.
Yeah, we have some private shows at RV resorts, and then up in Palm Springs, California, and we have one in Mesa. Those are all private shows, so we don't advertise them. And then we have
and then our Escapers.
We're playing the Escapers
Sunday
Bash.
Fun Day. Well, no, but the Sunday Fun Days that we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a Sunday Fun Day out where we stay out in the Siloam area.
And then, do you want to talk about? Oh yeah, the Bash.
And then we play the Bash, the Escapers Bash in January. If you've not heard of the Escapers, check out the Escapers. It's full-time RVers who are still working on the road. So we're playing their bash. About 500 rigs come in, and we're playing the Bloody Mary bar stage
on Sunday afternoon.
It should be interesting.
We're so excited about it. And yeah, if you haven't checked out the Escapers, if you're a full-timer, I don't even know if you have to be full-time. Maybe you do.
I don't know.
Anyhow, there are a lot of benefits to that. Staying at this Escapees Park is one of them. So Escapees is the
parent company.
Yeah. And that's for mainly retired people, but then there's the Escapers, who are people who work.
Sure. Irresponsible.
Or younger, I guess.
Crazy.
So, no, that's just you. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're really excited for that. That's in Lake Havasu.
Right. And the other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to start a tradition and play Valley of the Names, which is just on the Arizona side of the Arizona-California border, up by the Imperial Sand Dunes, Yuma, outside of Yuma. And we're going to be playing that do you have the date written down there?
I do, January 19th.
January 19th at 1 p.m. Arizona time, which is mountain time. What switches because they don't do the whole.
Yeah, I think it's just Arizona time.
And we'll talk more about that. We're going to be playing a 1-hour show out there, and whoever shows up.
Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough ride, so don't bring your Class A or Class A Prevo out there. You want to kind of bring a vehicle that can handle a little bit of a rugged trail.
But it's a really cool place. Everybody puts their names out there in stones, and you can see a lot of the names, but then from the air, so Dave had his drone up. It's an amazing sight. We have one of our videos shows it actually, and I don't remember which one or what it's called, but it is really cool. So if you can make it out there on January 19th, that would be amazing. What do you have?
The bottom there, Susan?
Interested in my program. Okay, so on our page, there's a link to so it's a link to everything. It's all of our social media.
On your Facebook page.
It's on YouTube.
Oh.
And there's a link. So if you look at our cover photo, then you'll see the little icon for all of our links. But yes, it's also on our Facebook page and Instagram and all
Yeah.
that. Just click on that and you'll see a spot where you can request more information
Yeah.
for the health coaching program.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And other than that, what else do we have? Oh, Quartzsite. We're going to be in Quartzsite. Dave's reading.
Yes, we're going to be in Quartzsite, and we're going to do some camping there after the bash.
I think we were planning maybe the RV show.
Yeah, we're going to
right?
go to the RV show, possibly doing a show for a C-class group, and then we'll see. The shows are starting to come in pretty fast, so which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we said, this year is just so much different for us than last year. We've made so many connections and, you know, just with activities going on, we just feel like this is what we were meant to do. At least I feel that way. Do you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I was just talking to a friend today and I said, you know, I absolutely love our life. I love doing this. I'm really happy that we made the decision to go full time. We talked about that today. We have some friends who are struggling with their health right now, and it just made us really happy with our decision and thinking about every day as a gift.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not guaranteed. So if there's anything out there that you're wanting to do, you know, make it happen however you have to do that. So sorry for getting a little.
Yeah, you know, it happens.
But it's kind of been a week.
Yeah,
So,
it's been a week.
but seeing everybody on here,
It's
and
good.
it really is. I think that's one
Yeah.
of the biggest ways that we connect with people, you know, is this channel and seeing your comments and just, you know, everybody that's out there and good people.
Hello,
So,
Idaho. Hello, Lake Havasu City. We were there last
Oh.
spring.
That's where the bash will be, right?
That's where the bash will be in
Yeah.
Lake Havasu. Fairly recent sub to the channel. Keep up the great bids.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Eden.
you. Thank you.
And then I just want to make sure I'm referring to something
And
up
Jeff
higher.
is talking here too.
Yep.
Yep. Loving to barbecue, but wanting to lose weight and everything. Yep. But I have some amazing recipes. You'd be surprised what you can eat and still lose weight.
Yes. Should we do
And by the way, this guy lost 45 pounds on it. So, you want to do we have a new song and we haven't practiced it for a little bit.
Yeah, so this one will probably go about as well as my Foo Fighters song. All right.
Hopefully you guys like it.
This is a brand new one. I had these chords in my head for months and I couldn't come up with anything to write about until I started kind of get back into music. And this is a song. It's brand new called Southbound Through Tucson.
Let me drive for a minute. No radio low. Windshield wipers slapping time to Americano. Dust feeds the devils. Tequila strong. 500 Roger fans can't be wrong.
Southbound to Tucson via Tennessee. High country, desert air as far as I can breathe. 3 hours sunrise, act naturally. Time to waste in 2 beers chasing one hell of a hair dog dogging me.
Boots to the pedal, boots to the knees, boots in the bunkhouse.
What happens there dies with me.
3 days to regret, 28 degrees. Pace yourself, save yourself.
Wear shots and aces on your sleeve. Southbound to Tucson via Tennessee. High country, desert air as far as I can breathe. 3 hours sunrise, act naturally. Time to waste in 2 beers chasing one hell of a hair dog dogging me. Southbound to Tucson via Tennessee. High country, desert air as far as I can breathe. 3 hours sunrise, act naturally. Time's a wasting to be chasing one hell of a hair dog dogging me. One hell of a hair dog dogging me.
Pretty
Hi.
close.
We met at the end.
We did. Hope you guys like that. It's been a fun one to learn, and it's kind of been inspired by Roger Klein and the Peacemaker a little
Yep.
bit. So, yeah. Anyway, well, thank you guys. And somebody's saying thank you for the great videos. And
Thank you. We really appreciate you guys
yeah.
watching. We can't put into words. I mean, truly, it's so cool. All the friends that we've made, either in person or via the channel or Facebook or Instagram, and it's just grown and become more fun than we ever thought it would be. And it's the people. The videos are fun to make, but it's the people that we've met along the way, and you guys. So
yeah, the experiences and everything. And about that, kind of referring to that, Sammy asked if we find ourselves doing more traveling to play, to get to shows, and then for non-work purposes, like, having fun and sightseeing. And we do. So we had a show in Los Alamos, and we were at a really nice boondocking site in Salida, Colorado, and we did not want to leave, but we had to because we had this show, and
which ended up being a blast.
It was amazing.
It was a great show.
Yeah, it was so much fun. We're glad we did it. But yeah, we kind of had to scoot out of there. So we try not to book too many shows. And then we do, there are certain places like Sedona. I really wanted to go. It was on my bucket list. So we just said, hey, we've got some time.
Right.
Let's do that.
The biggest challenge with playing on the road is that when we're in Minnesota, we're hunkered down and we're playing, a 20-mile radius. And then when you're on the road, you have to book a show here and a show here and here. Well, when you're at 8.5 miles to the gallon, you have to make those shows worth it. So what you do is, like Palm Springs right now, we have a show booked, and I'm working to book a bunch more in that area. So when you drive up, you're not just driving up for one show, you're driving up for several shows.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Somebody just said, so David said, hello from Indiana.
Hey.
And then we have somebody from New Brunswick on there as well. So that's really cool. We love it when we see where people are from. It's just a really cool thing to see that, especially for me, Canadians. And I would love it if we saw some Canadians out here. I know the border is supposed to be opening. I want to say it's November 6th. For Canadians to be able to travel to the US. So that will be really, really cool.
And Lost for Guam just had an interesting question. They noticed that we had issues with the Harvest Host. We love Harvest Host.
But we did.
But we had two issues out of all the Harvest Hosts. Yeah. And it's not a big deal. I mean, the idea with Harvest Host is get there earlier than later. So if it doesn't work out, you still have time for plan B. But we love Harvest Hosts. It's one of our favorite because we meet so many fun people at these Harvest Hosts.
Oh, that's so true. And places that you wouldn't normally see. So it's a lot of fun to do that. But yeah, there are some issues here and there. And like I always say, I don't want to sugarcoat things and say that it's perfect, because it wasn't. We had a couple of situations. But you know what? We can't control that. So we kind of moved on and found other places, and we're more flexible this year. We're more comfortable with things that are going on. So,
and you might have issues with campgrounds, and you might have issues with boondocking spots. It's just, it's when you're going to a place to stay, you sometimes don't know what you're getting into. So that's just the realities of living on the road.
Yeah, it's definitely, we talked about that the other day too, just how when you're in your house, things like water, you turn on the faucet and you've got water coming out. Well, I shouldn't even tell this story to everybody, but I'm going to anyway. I get some gray hair, right along here. You've seen it. And so I like to color that gray hair. And so I was coloring my hair, and you have to sit there with the dye in your hair for I don't know how long. And I was all set to get in the shower with the hot water, and you have to get that dye out of your hair. And so I went to step in and I turned the hot water on. Nothing came out. Nothing. And I had to get that rinsed out of my hair. So I stood in an ice cold shower for as long as it took to get that all out and do whatever. So, you know, when you're in a house, like everything just seems to work.
And here's the way I work with the showers. I take cold showers because I'm in and out like that.
Right.
If I have a warm shower, I'll want to stand there all day. But by doing a cold shower, I'm like, and I'm gone.
But you don't have hair to
I do not have hair, but I wash my beanie every time I take a shower.
So anyway, all right. Well, do we have any more questions before we? Oh yes, Benoit. Yep, he's
Cottage
as soon as it's
Grove.
open.
Who do I know from Cottage Grove? Cottage Grove. Hi, Heidi.
Probably not.
We just met somebody from Cottage Grove at the Arizona State Park.
Hi, Heidi.
And yeah,
And
I told him I used to work at Park.
Sorry, but did you notice she said from Cottage Grove?
Yeah.
So you guys went back. You moved back, right?
From Tejas.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah, that's good. And say hi to Brady for us, please.
Yes.
Brady's my little buddy.
Please do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then New Mexico, did you get to see it? Oh my gosh. Yes. We have a video.
Yep.
You have to watch it.
2 videos ago, we did the balloon fiesta.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Quick story. I was sitting on top of our rig, and the first morning, the way the wind was blowing, which wasn't very strong, they all came over directly over our rig. And one of them landed behind us, and it was so close to me that I could have stood up and jumped up, and I would have touched the basket. We were talking.
Yeah.
I was talking to the pilot.
She handed him a cocktail at like 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, no. But it was amazing. So if you ever get the chance to do that, and if you have a rig that you can park there and stay there, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's so worth it. Hi from Burnsville. Burnsville, Minnesota.
Ooh.
That's like a big
Jill
Minnesota
from
contingency.
Yes.
Is that a word?
Yes.
Contingency?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It is
So
now. I
right.
hope we apologize for not being able to answer all of these
I think we got most of
comments
them.
because they're
Yeah.
about a 0.2 font size. And
Steve
they're really
said,
hard to see.
hi from Callie, and that we sounded great. So thank
thank
you.
you.
Thanks for listening. We enjoy
Appreciate
doing
you.
this a lot.
So we should let these people get going.
Well, it's Friday night. We could just
Yeah.
stay all night, really.
What's $100 per day? What was that about?
I'm not
sure what that
sure for what is $100 per day. I'm not sure what the question is. Oh, maybe the balloon fiesta.
Oh, not sure. We went in through the escapers.
Mhm.
So it was a package deal. Somebody asked me the other day what we paid per day and what it all costs. And I didn't know. We went in through
Yeah, the escapers. So we stayed with a group of escapers, and they had it all, cordoned off for us and everything. So it made it a lot easier. We had to pay for our field pass to get in. Oh, but we didn't because we crewed.
Right, we crewed. So if you crew, they give you, it's like a $30 pass.
Yeah.
Heidi wants to know our costumes. I'm going as a skater, like a skateboarder. Jacqueline's going as a border hookup groupie. So those are the costumes.
Yeah.
And everybody's
All right.
tuning out. Okay, we're gonna say
right.
goodbye because we're right up to the wire here, and we're losing all of our lights. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys. We want to do this again. And for those of you again that won in the trivia contest, should I name them again? Kristen's Playlist, Mike and Christy's Journey, Jeff Link, Becky Link, and Benoit Fontaine. Please email us at theborderhookups@gmail.com, and we will get those out to you.
We'll get them out to you. And then look for the new video coming out next week. And it's kind of a fun one. So how's that for a teaser?
Good.
Okay.
It's good. Our viewers are amazing.
Yep, they are.
Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much
you guys.
for this.
Have a great evening.
And we'll see you out here.
We'll see you out here.
You can't leave without saying that. All right.